Welcome to Recap World. Get ready to dive into the electrifying plot of Nobody, the action thriller that shatters the illusion of the ordinary. This is a full-throttle journey into a hidden past, a narrative that grabs you from the very first frame. We're breaking down every pivotal moment and revealing how a seemingly mundane life explodes into a brutal fight for survival and identity. Our story begins with Hutch Mansell, an office worker living a monotonous, almost soul-crushing routine. His days are marked by repetition, and his family life shows a growing emotional distance from his wife, Becca, his teenage son, Brady, and his young daughter, Sammy. He's presented as an underestimated and overlooked dad and husband, a nobody who takes life's indignities without pushing back. This fragile normalcy shatters one night when two armed thieves break into their suburban home. Confronted by Brady and Hutch, a critical moment unfolds. Hutch, despite being armed with a golf club, chooses not to attack the intruders, allowing them to escape with a watch and some loose cash. This inaction disappoints his son and further estranges him from his wife. The incident leaves Hutch restless and profoundly dissatisfied with his own response. Following the home invasion, Hutch's internal dissatisfaction simmers. He declines a gun for protection from his brother-in-law Charlie, and his attempt to buy out his father-in-law Eddie's business is met with a bad offer. The true turning point, however, arrives from a small, deeply personal detail. His young daughter Sammy discovers her beloved cat bracelet is missing, presumably taken by the thieves. This seemingly minor event becomes the definitive trigger, awakening the beast within Hutch and compelling him to actively seek it out. This quest leads him onto a bus, where he encounters a group of intoxicated thugs harassing a young woman. What follows is a shocking display of suppressed combat skills. Hutch calmly yet brutally fights them off, unleashing a torrent of violence that reveals his true capabilities. During the fight, he severely injures Teddy, the group's leader, breaking his windpipe. In a crude attempt to save him, Hutch performs a cricothyroidotomy with a straw, but Teddy ultimately falls into a coma and dies. This scene is the point of no return, irrevocably transforming Hutch. Unbeknownst to him, Teddy is the brother of Yulian Kuznetsov, a powerful Russian crime lord, and Teddy's death enrages Yulian, inadvertently drawing Hutch into a far greater and more perilous conflict. Upon returning home, Becca bandages Hutch, subtly confirming her long-standing awareness of his violent past. Enraged by his brother's death, Yulian Kuznetsov swiftly identifies and locates Hutch using a dropped Metro card. Leveraging his criminal connections, Yulian blackmails a United States Department of Defense official to uncover Hutch's secret past. Meanwhile, Hutch receives a crucial warning call from Harry, his brother, about Teddy's connection to Yulian. Soon after, mobsters descend upon Hutch's home, leading to a brutal home defense. Hutch skillfully hides his family and eliminates most of the attackers. Despite his efforts, he is tased and captured. However, his ingenuity remains sharp. While being transported in the trunk of a car, Hutch sprays a fire extinguisher, causing a crash that kills his captors and frees him. He returns home, ensures his family's safety by sending them away, and then delivers a chilling monologue to the mortally injured mobsters. He reveals his true identity as a former auditor, a highly skilled assassin employed by the United States intelligence community. A brief flashback explains his retirement. He once spared a repentant target who later reformed and lived happily, inspiring Hutch to seek a similar peaceful life. As the injured attackers die, Hutch retrieves a hidden cache of gold and money, then burns his house down to destroy all evidence, stealing a neighbor's Dodge Challenger. This act symbolizes his complete departure from the mundane life he attempted to build, fully embracing his reclaimed identity. The conflict escalates further when assassins sent by Yulian attempt to kill Hutch's father, David, at his retirement home. However, David, revealed to be a retired FBI agent with his own formidable skills, discreetly and efficiently neutralizes the attackers. This reveals that combat prowess runs in the family, with both David and later Harry being skilled operatives. Meanwhile, Hutch strategically uses his recovered gold to purchase his father-in-law's metal fabrication factory. He then meticulously booby-traps the entire building, transforming it into a deadly arena. To draw Julian out, Hutch launches a direct, audacious assault on the Russian mafia's headquarters, specifically targeting and burning Julian's obshak money, the mob's common treasury. This act is a calculated move designed to hit the crime lord to his heart. The climax begins as Hutch boldly visits Julian at his club, bringing a Claymore mine, and offers one final chance to end the conflict peacefully. Julian, however, defiantly refuses. Hutch then leads Julian and his furious men on a chase back to the booby-trapped factory. There, Hutch is joined by his formidable father, David, and brother, Harry, who assists him in fighting off multiple waves of Julian's mobsters in an intense choreographed battle. As they begin to gain the upper hand, Julian manages to wound Harry, creating a critical moment of vulnerability. Out of ammunition, Hutch executes a final, desperate, and ingenious move. He tackles Julian using a Claymore mine taped to a panel of bulletproof glass as a makeshift shield. The shield deflects the explosion, killing Julian while injuring Hutch. This definitive confrontation showcases Hutch's full return to his auditor self, combining his lethal skills with strategic thinking and the unexpected support of his family. Immediately following Julian's death, the police arrive and Hutch is taken into custody, returning the film to its opening interrogation scene. During the interrogation, Hutch is mysteriously released without charges after agents receive simultaneous high-level phone calls hinting at his continued influence and connections within the intelligence community. In a mid-credits scene, Harry and David are seen driving an RV loaded with weapons, indicating their survival and continued involvement in their past lives. 3 months later, Hutch and his family are seen buying a new house, attempting to return to a semblance of normalcy. However, the film concludes with Hutch receiving a cryptic phone call asking if the new house has a basement. This question is symbolic. Hutch previously sent his family to a secure basement during moments of danger. This final detail signifies his acceptance of his violent life and his commitment to integrating it with his family life rather than suppressing it. He is actively preparing for its inevitable return. And that's the full action-packed plot of Nobody. What did you think of Hutch's journey from mundane dad to unleashed force? Let us know in the comments below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this recap. And don't forget to subscribe to Recap World for more deep dives into your favorite films.